About the General Assembly. You two gentlemen serve in the House of Representatives together. You disagreed last year on one of the year's biggest bill, the Assault Weapons Ban Act. And Mr. Solomon, I'll start with you on this. The majority of Democrats in the House caucus supported the ban. You were in the minority who voted against it. Why did you find yourself opposing a bill that had majority support among your Democratic colleagues?
There were many Democrats that actually opposed this bill because this bill goes above and beyond what is necessary. It encompasses a lot of firearms that should not be included. But let's look at the bills that I have passed, that I have voted in favor of and passed. The red flag bill, which would take guns out of the hands of mental health, people having a mental health crisis. The bill that would take guns out of the hands of a domestic abuser. I voted for those bills because we need to go after the guns that are actually committing these violence, that are involved in violence, instead of laws that go beyond what Massachusetts goes, what it does with its law. In addition to that, assault weapons bill actually goes beyond what the federal ban did in 1994. It ultimately is probably going to encompass more guns than was originally anticipated. Additionally, the U.S. Supreme Court is likely hearing two cases, one from Connecticut, I believe the other one is from Ohio as well. It was going to determine the constitutionality of it.
Mr. Knight, you were the sponsor of the original version of that bill. It was, of course, changed by the Senate. You just heard that criticism, and Mr. Solomon was not alone. Cities and towns asked the Assembly not to pass that bill. What do you say to those criticisms?
I could not disagree more. We have an epidemic of gun violence here in the United States of America, and the General Assembly has passed, over the 10 years that I've served, a number of common sense gun safety laws to minimize the chance that we're going to have gun safety here in Rhode Island. You can't get rid of it entirely. We only need to look at the terrible incidents at Brown University and at the ice rink in Pawtucket just this past winter to know that it's still a specter. But anything that we can do to minimize the chance that that's going to happen, the General Assembly should do it because they're protecting the public. That's their number one job. An assault weapons ban that we passed with overwhelming support of the public goes a long way towards that. And I think that the folks who have opposed it are just simply wrong on the issue. And, I respect Joe's service, but I have to tell you that he's just plain wrong. This bill and all the other bills that we passed saved lives, and I voted yes for every single one of them, and I didn't pick and choose. Joe voted no on the assault weapons ban. He voted no on safe storage, which came out of a horrible incident in Johnston where a youngster was killed because of an unsecured firearm, right? Just put the gun in the safe. Make sure it's locked up, or it's on you if you're that kind of person. That's all the bill said. Joe voted no.
30 seconds and we're moving on.
I need to rebut that. There was already a safe storage bill, a law already in effect on the books prior to that bill coming in place. I supported the existing law as it stood. What we need to do is we need to go towards education because we can pass as many laws as we want, but that's not gonna help the problem. We need to educate individuals how they should store their firearms, and that's how we can alleviate those issues, not look at it after the fact.
Mr. Hoffman?
We're going to make improvement on the absolutely unacceptable rate of gun violence in this state by passing laws that ensure that firearms are safely stored, as the General Assembly did, and that dangerous firearms are taken off our streets, and that when the Attorney General prosecutes those who violate those laws. That is how we will make progress.